divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. A week off to prepare. Now a playoff game in your building. It's that age-old question. What do you think? Rest versus rust?
Yeah, I think if you ask the coaches, Mike, they would kind of go back and forth, but it is no question. With players, they want that #1 seed, they want that bye, and they want to be sitting on their couch during the wild card round watching everybody else beat each other up. You factor in that rest. You factor in getting your legs back under you and getting some guys back maybe who were out some previous weeks, and you're playing in front of your home crowd. That's every team's dream to start the season, and it's exactly what we got here.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. #1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on first down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Man in motion is Brown. On second down, Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, first and goal. Here's Gibbs. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Goff. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to lead with a win.
Here's a second and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. Whoa!
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got it backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That's taken in at the 50. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it's going to be 3rd down. Goff to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a 1st down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Packers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards,
that's over the middle and intercepted.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. 1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 3-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. To throw is Goff. He's got it at the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions are out to a 10-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to Dobbs again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. Second down and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. The rookie, Terrion Arnold, there on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. First carry for David Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Detroit.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes. The Lions called their first timeout. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He gets that to Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Third and 6. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's the punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. On the move, past the 40. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. Powering forward. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. to throw is Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. The speed on display. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions up their lead. It's now 24-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Packers offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's Love. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. 3rd down coming up. To throw is Love. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The home team's offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. He's got Laporta open on the left side. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Throwing on second down. Goff. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
3rd and a yard. Goff to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these 2 teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you 2 in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. A rookie, Terrion Arnold, there on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Love. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers back within 10. It's now 24-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we'll give you a look at some of the highlights. He's had a number of them over that magic mark, over 100 yards on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. He has been a handful for the defense right throughout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Running is Jacobs. He'll bring this up to the 22. Aiden Hutchinson, the former 1st rounder, in on the tackle. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Goff. There's that man again, another catch. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's the Lions punt team now. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. Finally, they bring him down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll get about 2. Lucas Van Ness, the former 1st-round pick, there to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. A 2nd down throw for Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. 2nd down and 8. Here's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, this is Gibbs. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To return, it's Nixon. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Love. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. on second down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Pass complete. It is St. Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And a short pickup past the 25. On 2nd down, Love. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go for it. Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now, Jacobs. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second down throw for Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Love. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They hand it to Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Nice first down pickup there by Sam Laporta, the second-year tight end out of Iowa. And you talk about having a breakout rookie campaign, Mike. I mean, to make the Pro Bowl as a rookie at the tight end position is no easy feat. He kind of burst onto the scene as the Lions found themselves in the NFC Championship. I had a chance this summer to spend some time with him at our TEU, kind of our tight end-only camp that I run with Kelsey and Kittle in Nashville. And seeing him work up close and personal, you can see why, even though he's a young player, he's had the level of success that he's had only 2 years now into his career.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. 1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down and 9. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here we go. One final play. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. So it's a win here for the Lions. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they locked down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.